Sometimes you look at Call of Duty and you just feel like the franchise is trapped in a loop. The same safe stories, the same predictable villains, the same recycled ideas. But recently, I started digging a little deeper, going down this rabbit hole of leaks, dev updates, hidden code names, and suddenly everything connected in a scary, exciting way. It looks like Activision is quietly preparing something big for 2026, something modern, political, emotional, something set in Korea. And not the cliche USA invades North Korea. This time the signs point toward a realistic Korean Peninsula crisis, where Task Force 141 teams up with South Korean special forces, dealing with rising tensions that could trigger World War III overnight. When I first saw the internal test code named Cold Front, I thought it was just another seasonal placeholder. But then the back-end builds revealed mission markers labeled KF, and suddenly more leaks confirmed that 2026 is continuing the modern warfare timeline. Not a reboot, not a historical game, but an actual modern warfare 4. That means one thing, a modern conflict. And the only place that fits all the leaks, all the code names, and all the mission files is Korea. Everything matches the political tension, the geography, the espionage angle, even the rumor about the antagonist being a nationalist general, not a terrorist, not some cartoon villain, but a leader whose ideology pushes him to take risks he believes will save his own country. That's exactly the type of character who fits a Korean crisis story. Now imagine how this story begins. Overnight, South Korea goes through a massive cyber blackout. Communications drop, power grids flicker, and no one knows if it's a glitch or an attack. Task Force 141 is quietly deployed alongside the rogue special forces to investigate, trying to figure out if this is a false alarm or the start of something serious. And before anyone can even make sense of it, a missile test goes wrong. A submarine disappears. Troops move toward the demilitarized zone, but not in a Hollywood, full invasion way. Just enough to spark confusion, panic, and fear across the globe. This is exactly how a real modern Korean conflict would start, quietly, slowly, with uncertainty shaking the entire world. This is where the game becomes a spy thriller. Not explosions every 2 minutes, not neon operators, but real, grounded missions. You have undercover operations in Pyongyang, missions through abandoned metro tunnels, nighttime infiltrations in freezing mountain terrain, and flashbacks that show perspectives from both sides of the border. You're not fighting bad guys. You're navigating ideology, desperation, politics, betrayal. And the crazy part, one of the leaks hints at a rogue faction inside the Korean military, a splinter group trying to spark a war to force reunification. That means the entire conflict might be triggered by a small group acting without full government orders. That's straight up cinema. And honestly, this is the only type of story that could save the modern warfare timeline right now. The emotional weight hits even harder when you imagine a final act where Task Force 141 discovers a massive underground bunker, a secret installation hidden deep in the mountains, where a final operation takes place during a total blackout. No satellites, no drones, no comms. Just soldiers, flashlights, and silence. And the villain isn't a monster. He's a man who truly believes war is the only way to protect his nation. That's the type of emotional and moral depth Call of Duty hasn't touched in years. This leak, this potential, it's a chance. A chance for Call of Duty to stop being a product and start being a piece of cinema again. To trade fireworks for fear and gimmicks for gravity. I want to be clear, this is all built from whispers and code. It might be wrong, but for the first time in a long time, I hope it's right. I hope they are brave enough to make this game, because this is the shot at redemption the franchise desperately needs. But I want to know what you think. Does the idea of a tense, political thriller set in Korea pull you back in? Or does it sound like a misstep? Let's build the perfect campaign in the comments. Maybe, just maybe, someone is listening. And if you want to see what I think the next Battlefield needs to do to compete with a Call of Duty this ambitious, Well, you'll have to subscribe to find out. I'm Patient FPS. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp.
Bravo 6. Going dark.